Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I took a little break and I'm back on track. So I appreciate your patience and I hope you enjoyed the videos that I have already put out there. I'm going to go into channel now and see what the guides have to say. First, I want to thank you. Thank you for listening to our words. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for your comments. This vessel steps back. And we come forward as the Elohim Council, part of the architects of reality here, part of the designers of the earth plane. And we are with you. We are always with you and observing. So as each of you begin to take some deep breaths and become conscious of your breathing a bit, take some deep breaths and oxygenate your body and relax. And allow us to transmit the energy of love here and of balance. For balance is what's going to give you clarity. Balancing the body between the spirit, the emotional, and the physical is not difficult. It does require your patience and attention, but it's not difficult to do. In fact, your body, the more you request of it to be in balance, the easier it will get. So love your body. Love the food that you put in your body. And this may sound simplistic. What is she getting at here? Talking about the body today. But many of you discount it as part of your spiritual growth, as an equal part of your spiritual growth. Your humanness counts. It's not just about the mind or the higher self, but everything works in harmony together. That oneness is the harmonization of everything that you have here. So allow everything to work together and understand that there is a big picture here going on. The energy has reached a very high level on your planet, and many of you are feeling a bit of a plateau or a quietness settling in. And we understand some have had many transformative challenges recently, but there are quite a few of you who have had a lot of discussions about feeling like you're in a holding pattern or a quiet period in this time. You sit quietly, you tend to nap more. You see, this is an integration and a way of living in the new energy. Your body, your mind, your spirit, everything is getting used to functioning in a new timeline, a new frequency. Everything on the earth is energy. We remind you of this. So this frequency that you're in is not as linear or as heavy as the old. So what that means is you can create easier moment by moment. You can enjoy aspects of your life that perhaps before you rushed through. In these higher frequencies, you will notice and enjoy smaller things more often, everyday things, good things that perhaps in the past getting something to eat or shopping for something may have been just a chore, may have been just something to get out of the way. How long is it going to take before I go to the next task? In a very linear way of thinking, this made sense to you. It was your conditioning, your training. But now, moving into the higher frequency, you're being asked to let go of some of that way of thinking, to slow it down a bit, to take your time and choose what it is that you wish to do with it. Such as when you choose food, we understand you have a schedule. You may be working full time. You may only have a certain short period of time to eat. So in that moment, make it something that brings you joy. Allow yourself to think about it a little bit before you do eat. What is it that I really want? And perhaps plan your meals ahead of time. And we don't say this, it sounds very linear, but what we're asking is to have the things on hand that you might want. And this can be done in a very small way. It doesn't have to be a huge amount, but just be thoughtful for you, yourself, and for those around you in this matter. For as your body will begin to relax into the new energy, you will find that changes in taste, changes in the way you do things, in the places you go, you will want to, we call it a shift for a reason. You may find that some of the things you used to do aren't quite as interesting anymore. In fact, you may have a bit of a time period where you're in the middle of assimilating and getting used to this new energy. Your DNA is being upgraded and activated. Your multidimensional self is trying to come forward. And so it may require a little bit of a quiet time period, but when you do go to do to some of those things that you used to enjoy, you may notice it feels different to you. And this is okay. So allow for the changes in this. Allow yourself to be different than you were, to feel different than you were, and to enjoy the small things as they come to you. Find joy in some of the everyday things that you do. If you have to do the dishes, many of you do not like doing this. Perhaps get a dish soap that you enjoy smelling, something that has a good fragrance for you. And we say, you may get an eye roll here and say, oh, I can't believe she's going there. But really, it could be just that simple. When you shower, the products that you use, find joy in them. You see, it's not just about saving money and getting through the day and pushing and pushing. That is an old 3D conditioning, that life is hard and heavy here, and you need to push yourself all the time. We would like you to let go of that idea as a conscious creator. We would like you to find more play within the average everyday things that you do, so that you're not feeling put upon to take an expensive trip or take a break from your routine when perhaps you don't have time available to do that in the moment. That's why we say, make every day, every moment of every day, a choice in what you prefer to do and how you prefer to do it. And this will lift your frequency. It will allow you to listen from a different place, like music is downloaded, like books. We repeat what we channeled last time about this. There is a place within you that you are a natural channeler. You are a natural conduit of energy and information. So allow the information to come in a little different than it did before. When you're thinking about these small choices of what to eat in the moment, and start learning to use this skill that you have. It is innate in every one of you, and it has been activated by the higher frequency that you are in. And this is the way forward, step by step. And the more you practice this, the easier it will get. And then when it comes to the bigger decisions in your life, the information will flow through much easier. Your gifts will activate much easier because you're now accessing a higher frequency point of wisdom that you have within you. And this is our message for today. And we thank you for listening and enjoying this transmission. We are in love with each and every one of you and oversee this new pathway of being a conscious creator in the moment. Call on us when you need assistance and ask the Elohim for our support, whatever it is that you're doing. Because this is a new place that you're in the frequency. And we have signed on to be of assistance to you in this way. We love each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you. And have a good week.